Hello, welcome to the Black Mind Podcast. Joining me this week is Josh. Hi, Josh. How are you?
I am slightly sick, but fine.
You're never fine. You're just...
Yep. Never fine.
Yeah. Also joining me this week is Josh. Not Josh. Allan. Hi, Allan. How are you?
Hello. I'm doing pretty good.
You're doing pretty good? Okay, great. I found my topic that I kind of wanted to talk about this week, and I barely know anything about it, but I expect Allan might know something about it, because Allan, this seems something up Allan's drift, if I'm honest.
Go for it.
Have you heard of the scammer known as Elizabeth Holmes, who is thought to be the next Steve Jobs?
Elizabeth Holmes?
Yes.
No.
Ooh. Basically, she was a person who...
Well, she's... Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Josh.
Yes.
To explain this to you and get you engaged and stuff like that. Basically, she has... how should I put it? She is was the former founder of a company called Thermos, which claimed to have a revolutionary blood testing method that would use blood the size of a fingerprint. The decline of Thermos began in 2015, which a series of journalistic and revolutionary investigations revealed the doubts about the company's technological claims, and whether Holmes misled investors and the government. In 2018, the U.S. Security and Exchange Council charged Thermos and Holmes with deceiving investors by massive fraud through flash and exonerated her claims. I have to go for 5 seconds.
Starts talking about it and then disappears.
So, what? It's this girl promises something, and then it turns out to be false entirely.
Yep. As of right now, it I don't know. Again, this is news to me, so if this is actually what she's trying to do, if it was, we have to wait for Jeff to come back because he actually knows about it. But
Yeah.
if she's performing fraud, which is the way it makes it sound, and the way you're looking at the information, that I would actually not be all that surprised. Well, I don't know what to say, other than you fucked up, and you should probably go to jail.
And and from the title of this, it sounds like if that's true, then half of the media sounds like it's liable on this, because oh shit.
Mm-hmm. What else? If it is true that she did commit this level of fraud, where this could put people's lives in danger.
Okay, I'm back.
Fuck yeah, I know. Okay, what else is going on with this? Because we're just speculating right now because we didn't want to read or watch.
So basically, she got accused. She basically came up with this idea of blood testing, which would use the size of a pinprick. So you wouldn't have to test the whole entire series of blood in order to do that. The problem with it is that the reason why we use so much blood is because we test it for 50 different things.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why we test it with 50 different things is because if we test it with like one pin trick, it basically like invalid. Once we use it, it's gone. It's done. We can't retest it.
Yeah.
So she came up with this idea, which would test blood for a variety of tests with just a fingerprint and stuff like that. So you wouldn't have to use a ton of it. The problem is that she basically deceived all of her investors and basically blackmailed all of her employees. And the media basically called her like one of the most revolutionary individuals of her time. She was supposed to be the next Steve Jobs. And this is coming up because it's hilarious. And I'm sitting here wondering, and this is the reason why this topic is relevant, is that we have an individual who is revolutionary, who is female.
Or, well, quotation
marks, is revolutionary in the sense of like what she has done for her company. Has been a breath of fresh air for her company, has increased the stock of her company by, like, what is it, 12 times what's AMD's price right now, like 22, 24%? So, like, we're talking about a magnitude increase, and nobody covers her. And if this individual is unknown to you, this individual is known as Lisa Su.
Well then.
Mm-hmm.
So, going to jail.
No, Lisa Su is like one of the best individuals ever because she basically sat there and she basically has increased the company's like margin by 200%.
Oh.
Yeah. And she is one of the more stronger CEOs on the planet, and she's actually like super different from most CEOs. And that's the reason why I'm so confused is like, why? Why? Why do you...
But why, though?
Why?
Why?
Why don't you cover her? Why don't you?
Because she's not edgy enough.
No, she also like sits there and she's like, gamers are important, and like tries to do a lot.
Nah, but we don't want these youthful imagery and good talk. We want like bashing of our demographics so we can get more money.
How has that worked out for them, Josh?
Worked out great because someone's rolling in dough and no one else is.
Pretty much.
That's how it usually is. Someone out there is making money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's never the person you think, but someone is.
Yep. And then we also have Laura Kate Dale, who I guess did something, and I don't know. Anything else anyone wants to talk about this week?
Sargon has officially announced his running for UKIP.
No, it's Sargon and Count Dankula, and Count Dankula just his comment to a media was a Ricardo meme.
No, okay. Did you hear what Sargon said to some
journalist
newspaper?
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh boy! So the journalist is like, "How do you think it's all? How come you think it's all right to say to the woman that I wouldn't even rape you is fair and just?" And he like just went off on her, and you could see the owner of UKIP's just like, "Oh boy, I brought some real guns into my party now," because he just like lays into her is like, "Yeah, no, if I believe that if you're going to equivalent men and women to be equal, then they should be treated equal. If some dumb bitch is going to act like a cunt on Men's Suicide Day and laugh about it, then I have the right to be a dick back to her." And I was just, and I'm like, no, he is entirely correct. And like the journalist is just like, and everybody's just like, oh. But yeah,
What if?
Count Dankula is running as well. I didn't know that.
I mean, okay, like here's the thing: is that out of all of the individuals involved, I would expect that to be basically like those two. But like I gotta sit there and say, it's hilarious to me that like Patrick Klepek wrote an article literally saying now we have to worry about Gamergate politicians, and it's like, no, you have to worry about Gamergate politicians. I don't have to give two shits.
Yep.
The reason I don't have to give two shits is because the people I'm always going to target are my consumers. I'm always going to go up to somebody, like let's say Josh is buying a video game. I'm always going to go up to Josh and say, hey Josh, you're a great person, awesome. Here's $5. You should buy my game. That's called sucking up.
Oh, free $5 to buy a video game. Sure, I could get a coffee with this.
$60.
I could get a coffee with this.
Yeah. It's something where like I think that everyone doesn't understand that like just because you don't like them doesn't mean that they're like the worst individuals on the planet. Like the reason why they are so successful is because in spite of you. It is because of people like you who suck.
Or incompetent or incapable. Did you hear what Kotaku did today?
Kotaku did. Oh, didn't they fire somebody?
No, they didn't fire anybody. A person taking a time of leave away from Twitter because they fucked up. Because in one of their articles, they straight up said out loud, "Yeah, the new the new song and that's been put into Nintendo's Super Bros. Smash has a disabled slur." And I'm just like, I don't remember any of Persona 5's 4 or 3 songs that have like any disabled slur in it. And then like somebody like immediately pointed out, it's like, no, it's reload the gun. It's not. It's literally that's what the line is. And they're like, yeah, no, we didn't actually notice that. And they fucking botched it so hard that like the community's like, yeah, no, you don't get away with this. Come here, you need to suffer for a bit.
Yeah, people like that. By the way, I think I found the episode image for this week. Can we talk about Smash and Doom for 20 seconds?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. Can we talk? Because Smash just released 3.0, which came with Joker, and people couldn't download it for like 3 minutes, an hour, and the internet like broke. It was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, it's because everybody wanted the content straight off the bat.
It's like, man, I wonder what's the solution to this. It's not like there's something called a queue.
Yep. I wonder if they did have a queue, but because of the like just nonstop like download, it just fucking backed them up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. Actually, there was a post on Reddit of like, guys, please stop. You're actually hurting the servers.
You're burning them.
Yeah.
Although I do like the memes afterwards of Kirby's new copy form now. Turns into Persona 5 main character. And this natural B is a fucking gun. It's so adorable.
Yeah, he has a fucking gun.
A lot of people were actually know what makes it really funny is my friend Christina. She was like, "Yeah, they gave him a gun," and my immediate response: Samus, Mega Man, Bayonetta, and I started listing off characters, and she's like, "Oh, they've already had guns in the game before, haven't they?" And it's like, "Yep."
Well, what makes it a little more different is that they're just blatantly giving him a realistic gun in his hands. That's what makes it more jarring. Before it's like, oh, it's a hand cannon, it's fun. Oh, it's guns shooting on his feet, whatever, it's fun. No, just give him a fucking gun. It's a bit jarring.
No, Bayonetta, Bayonetta. Again, one of her neutral attacks is her firing like pistols from her hands.
Her feet, yeah.
No, from her hands.
Off her hand. She's also got the guns from her hands, I do believe.
Yeah, she's.
Oh, frick.
There's like 2 versions of it where she fires pistols from her hand and does all stripper style, and also there's now a meme of where Bayonetta is Joker's mom, similar to how Samus is best mom ever and husband and wife to Doom Guy, who is mother to Master Chief. You guys don't like that.
You think we're gonna get Doom Guy? I think we're gonna get Doom Guy.
I don't think we're gonna get. I would love to see Doom Guy, but like, holy shit!
Have you not seen the message that Doom Guy sent Sakurai? Did you not see that? I will find it because it's important. Also, Shane accused me of being. What did Shane?
Yeah. Okay, Josh. I'm actually to like end this little argument we're having about Bayonetta using a pistol. Is no, I actually am like really upset that everybody keeps forgetting this about Bayonetta. But I literally went to watch a video.
Go ahead.
There you go. Her shooting out of her gun in the game with her hand, and like. Oh, man.
I mean, all I'm noticing in this picture is Bayonetta's thick ass.
I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dumb and thicky, and my ass keeps clapping.
And her claps of her ass cheeks keeps learning the opponents.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's like distracting them. But no,
it's distracting.
They're like, what's that sound? All of a sudden, they're just like getting shot in the back of their head, and they're like, ugh. But yeah, did you not?
I think Doom Guy would be good in Smash Bros. Could meet all his friends and use chainsaw. Please think about it at the end.
Yeah.
I would love. I won't lie. I would love to see Doom Guy. I would love to see Halo. I would love to see like Master Chief.
You know what would happen?
I would love.
You know what would happen is that like that would happen, and then Smash would end up on like Windows computers as an Xbox exclusive.
No, it wouldn't because
actually no.
Because unfortunately, Microsoft does not have enough money to buy out Nintendo.
No, what would happen is that they would just like be like, "Yo, you should put Smash on PC."
No, Nintendo wouldn't be able to do that because unfortunately, their gaming system doesn't really transfer very well over to PC.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same thing with somebody like the older like Sony games had that problem too. So
also now there is also like really lewd stages now in Smash.
Yup, I have seen a bunch of them. I'm not even mad. And now that the memeing is over, people are actually like making like legit stages.
Is it ever over?
I think it's over. Have you seen the chaos stages? Like the one with the orb with a pinball thing permanently stuck on the top of it? And it's spinning non-stop.
Oh no, I have not.
Like you can never stay on top of it. You just try to stay. You try to not die or bounce off someone else. It's so chaotic. And there's also another one. It's a pinwheel with 5 pegs going through the center, and it's spinning too. But you're just trying to stay above middle, and you can't because you're trying to go through the floor. So you have to hit up all the time, but you try to attack your foes, and that's fucking you up. So you're like, oh, what am I gonna do?
That's the point.
It's so stupid. It's great.
I mean, this game is so good that it's great, and that's even if the boss is the fucking worst spirit in the game, who is fucking harder to fight against because she zero suits fucking Samus, and fuck that character. Also, please put Doom Guy in game.
Oh my god, I would love to see I would love to see Doom Guy. I'd love to see Master Chief. I'd love to see
You know who else they should put in the game? Isaac and Gordon Freeman.
I don't think we'll get Isaac, and I don't think we'll go Gordon Freeman because that's a nest of fucking.
I think Isaac would be but that's a bit of a stretch.
You know?
Yeah, Isaac's a very big stretch.
You know what?
Yeah, and for Gordon Freeman, like that's also kind of a big stretch.
You know what?
Valve would fucking murder Nintendo if they did that. And even if Nintendo negotiated super hard for Gordon Freeman in the game, I don't think it would happen.
So you think that they would rather put Heavy Weapons Guy?
No, I don't think they put anybody related to Valve in the game. Like that's how much I don't think they do anything with like would want nothing to do with Valve.
But Gordon Freeman.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Care.
Fine, I'll make a me and call him John Freeman, and he'll be John Freeman. He'll be Gordon Freeman's brother.
May as well.
That's an old and dead meme.
It is, but it's a good meme. Good meme. And
is it though?
Yeah, it is.
What else? So we need to talk about Notre Dame for a bit, real quick. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm taking us to politics.
No,
I'm sorry.
it's not. Well, we already went on politics, but let's just talk about the theoretical benefit of Samus being Master Chief's mom.
That's not a thing.
He was robbed as a kid from Samus Aran. This is now my headcanon. Now complete and total fact.
That'd be first off. That'd be pretty fucking impressive.
And Doom Guy is the dad.
But anyways, so Notre Dame got burnt today on Monday.
No, Tuesday.
Monday or Sunday? Tuesday? I thought it was Monday.
Tuesday. Voting Tuesday.
But so got burnt. The damage isn't as bad as it could have been. It is still pretty bad. One of the vaults got destroyed, I think.
Yeah. You want to know?
3 stainless glass windows got damaged, but they aren't the oldest ones, so it's good that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And they've like a lot of the important stuff related to the building in and of itself, like the statues, the relics, and stuff like that, were already removed because they were going to be getting they were doing renovations. So a lot of them stuff had already been removed. But we do know that they have an idea of how long it's going to take, how long it's going to be down for fixing, maintenance, stuff like that, and how much it's going to roughly cost.
Yeah.
Twitter did Twitter thing today.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the reason why I want to talk about this a little bit really quickly.
It's going to make me angry.
People were complaining about a bunch of people donating several $1 million or several $100 million or several $1 billion to fix Notre Dame instead of spending the money to end world hunger, help prevent global warming, and several other things that I heard. And what makes it really funny to me is what a lot of people don't understand is throwing money at a problem doesn't always work, because we know this because of the policy of too big to fail, which is what they're kind of advocating for by put all this money into solving X problem rather than into a thing that has an immediate timeline solution. And fuck, I want to smack some of these dumb fuckers.
I mean, okay, I got 2 lines I gotta say, and I got 2 things that Alan's gonna disagree on, but my personal opinion is 1.
Go for it.
Okay. I understand donating $1 million to Notre Dame. I understand the other opinions as well. The part I...
Oh, yeah, no.
It's you could spend $1 million to fix Notre Dame and donate it to the Paris police and stuff like that. Is Notre Dame privately owned, though?
No.
Okay, so it's publicly owned. So you're literally just...
It's public... It's Notre Dame is owned by the church, which is a public foundation, so no matter what, it has to be publicly funded through donations or through public taxes.
Okay. So, my honest opinion and stuff like that is that what this is meaning is that donating $1 million, that's fine. That's completely fine. You fix the church and stuff like that. But just pay the fucking taxes then. Okay, I understand the want to do that, and you're doing something actually very useful for the rest of us who will probably never see the beautiful stained glass windows, the amazing statues, the organ that spans you're standing on top of giants and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's just pay your taxes. Just pay your taxes, please. And the other people are sitting there going yeah. You could have ended world hunger and stuff like that. World hunger is
World hunger
is bigger than $1 billion.
No, I hate to break it to you. We are already pumping several $1 billion into dealing with world hunger every year, and this problem hasn't solved itself. You know what the big problem with world hunger is? There's no infrastructure in the regions that have the problem with world hunger.
Yeah.
There's no infrastructure there, so they can't solve the problem. So you have to start establishing infrastructure, which is a long-term project. And unfortunately, it's something that you do have to sink money into. But again, Notre Dame has a, I think, 4-year window. I think it was something that at some point I read 4 years to get Notre Dame back up and going.
Yeah.
Compared to maybe 50 years for world hunger if they're lucky.
Yeah.
And we are progressing forward with the situation related to world hunger and stuff like that, but it's a long ways off. It's not a quick easy solution that is just going to be done and over with. Same with global warming. Global warming is a long-term problem, I would love for more funding to go into it, but the thing is, it's not such a problem for humanity right now that it needs immediate. It does need some immediate measures taken towards it, but it's not so pressing that it demands everyone's attention. Compared to there's a lot of people are entitled to their opinion, but I still want to smack someone across the face when they're fucking retarded.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is that when the other thing is just when you're sitting there and you say that, it's donating $1 million to World Hunger, that's not a drop in the bucket. That's something like that. But Notre Dame is how much is that going to cost in order to actually fix the entire structure? It's not just that the structure might be damaged to the point of where it's okay, we're looking at a complete and total rebuild, possibly. And it's not a small the entire fucking roof is gone. The entire roof is just gone. So it's you really don't have a choice in this matter of what that means, because the entire roof is gone. It's literally gone. So I don't know about you, but maybe getting a tarp for that thing is a little bit more of a higher priority in this circumstance, in certain circumstances. I'm not saying world hunger is like one of the world's greatest problems, but it's a lot of things in the world where you have individuals who think that one thing's more important than the other, and it's no, both of these things are in this circumstance. It's just both of these things are very important, and one of them is material, and the other thing is societal.
Yeah, one is entirely, and the thing about Notre Dame is it's a cultural importance too.
It's okay, we have to fix Notre Dame because we burned it to the ground. Well, okay, I'm exaggerating.
We didn't.
But we have to fix Notre Dame, and we should donate money to fix Notre Dame. That's fine. The problem is that we're donating money to fix Notre Dame, and then we have other money that we are also donating to World Hunger, and it's no, we have to donate. We can't pick and choose, and we're not picking and choosing. That's the thing people don't understand, is that we're still solving world hunger. We're still donating to world hunger. There are still people who are going to these places and building schools and building roads and driving heavy vehicles and stuff like that for these individuals. There are still people doing that.
It's not that stuff isn't getting solved. It's just
that this stuff takes time.
It's long term, and unfortunately, a lot of people think that just throw enough money at something and it gets fixed. No, that isn't how it gets solved. I wish it was, because holy shit, that would be great.
The problem is that you're solving something with you can solve something with a simple easy solution, and you could just I don't want to sit there and say it's not an easy solution. It's a long-term solution for both of these problems. And that's, I think, is the thing that, really people don't understand, is that, the long-term solution is not consistently donating money to this problem that goes away. The long-term solution is that, we can do both. It's
Yeah.
not like like Dick Show had I'm going to say something. Dick Show got a really good comment on this, and he said this very clean thing, and I don't think Allan's going to agree with me very much on it, but I am going to say it anyways. And this is really completely my opinion. So Dick Show said, point blank, rape is not the biggest priority that we have right now in terms of societal problems.
Yeah.
Notre Dame is not the biggest problem, not the biggest priority in terms of societal problems, in my opinion.
You're breaking up.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Notre Dame is not the biggest problem.
You are breaking up like you like.
Okay, let me say this again. Okay, I'll repeat it. Notre Dame is not the biggest problem for us right now in terms of a society problem. There are far bigger issues that we have to deal with as a society. Like, it's on the list. Like, it's in the top 10. But, like, up top there is murder. And the amount of men who are murdered over... The amount of men is, like, what? Like, 7 to 1? You're going to get 7 to 1 deaths? Like, I'm sorry, that's a bigger problem for me. And then down below that, you have, like, tax fraud, like, whatever. And then, like, right below that, you have rape. It's like, we have to solve these issues. And it's like, Notre Dame just went from not being on the list to all of a sudden being on the list. And it's like, it's not the biggest priority, but it's the one that's going to get fixed first. That's
because it's...
And it's because it's so important to so many people.
It's a cultural thing.
It's like I could mention death, like how many men die in workplaces every year to my buddy who has been drinking the Kool-Aid. And he wouldn't give two shits. I could mention rape. Just say, like, oh, rape is bad and terrible and stuff like that. And you'd automatically, like, start listening and stuff like that. And that's not because, like, that's not because it's a terrible thing. It's because, like, and he's like, oh, I'm a rapist and stuff like that. No, it's not like that. It's because to him it's a larger concern than the 7 men who died. Whereas for me, it's like, no, both of these are horrific and, like, they should not be a thing.
Nope.
And that's the thing, is, like, I don't think a lot of people, like, do that as much. I don't know. This might be the worst thing I could have said on the show.
Yeah.
Josh, do you want to talk about something?
I'm very depressed how Gideon's dead.
Who's Gideon?
Wait, Gideon's dead?
He's so fucking dead. Let me show you the new spoilers that came out showing his fucking demise.
What?
So here, I'll show you this one. This one was like, I saw this first and I was like, huh, I don't get it. So this card is called Heartwarming Redemption. You see Gideon.
Oh no!
You see him chumming up with his old friends that he accidentally killed. And I'm like, huh, of course I'm not fully understanding the story. So I'm like, huh, that's Gideon. Why is he chumming up with some like friends? It's like he's not warring it up or anything. What's weird? And then I saw more cards come out and I'm like, oh, Gideon. Oh no. Why, Gideon?
I love the description on this card. Kython had known war every day of his life.
Kithian.
So Gideon.
No, Kithian.
Gideon.
I know in war.
Gideon.
You're not gonna. You know what? Whatever.
Whatever. Go ahead.
Dude, bro, no more every day of his life. Now you finally know peace, bruh.
Not really. Like, I mean, not in that tone.
You know what?
But seriously though, like, this is like the climax. Like, in this entire box set is about this climactic battle of versus Nicol Bolas, how he's gonna finally turn himself into like the biggest man god ever. And Nicol Bolas is this fucking dragon that he's like, yeah, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna just be all fucking powerful. And it ends up that he's just banished. He fucked up. Because it turns out the Power Rangers, that is the those Jace, like freaking Liliana, freaking those guys, all of them just teamed up in just the right way just to fuck him over. So like, Nicol Bolas is still getting his own card, which is nice because his freaking static ability is retarded. But yeah, like all of the the artwork, and also there's another card I should look up quickly for Gideon. Is the new there we go. It's the new Rest in Peace, which is also super fucking sad.
Nicol Bolas, God, Dragon God.
Ravioli, protect the raccoon movie. Can you tell I'm looking at Shield Hero?
Draw a card. Each opponent exiles a card from their hand or permanent they control. Jeez. Destroy target permanent creature or planeswalker. Jesus Christ. Each player who doesn't control a legendary creature or play. What?
Yep. Loses the game.
On top of that, I just get the ability to copy anybody's fucking. The fuck, guys.
Like, that's kind of dumb card.
That's great.
Yeah, but seriously though, like,
and here's the Rest in Peace.
Yeah, in this one,
fuck.
I know, it's like I'm looking at the artworks and I'm like, no, Gideon can't be gone, and I'm like, oh no, he's gone. And this is the most depressing one I thought. I was like, that's shitty. He's the most he's the most like, I'm gonna help you out, bro.
What is it with white planeswalkers and dying?
That's part of their shtick, apparently.
Like, Elspeth is dead. Gideon's dead.
Why can't people just not die?
Why can't good people keep continuing to be living? Like, sucks.
Oh man, it's almost as if
This, if you can compare this this Gideon character to any other character in like fiction, I would say he's like maybe Superman and righteousness type of thing. Like, he's very like level-headed type of person. Like, before he turned Superman level-headed, he's like, oh, I'm brash. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, and I'm gonna freaking take out all these bad guys. And because he was so brash, he ends up killing his entire best friends list. And he's
his entire little company of men that he created,
he helped train, and it helped being best friends with, and he helped take out evildoers, and he fucking just took them out by accident, and he felt so guilt-ridden that he freaking
his spark triggered, and he got fucking teleported to another plane.
Yep.
That is literally how that ended.
He was so guilt-ridden that his spark triggered. And I'm like, that's amazing. I wish I could get so guilt-ridden that my spark.
Fuck. That sucks. That's two white planes. I just don't get anything nice anymore. Like, I don't have a good red white planeswalker because Nahiri isn't good for my deck. I don't have Gideon anymore because he fucking dies. What the fuck?
You're gonna replace him with a character who's terrible, and you all know it's gonna be.
Yeah.
No, because that's the thing is, like, initially when they brought Gideon into the game, Johnny was the original white planeswalker. Big cat boy, healed stuff and did cool stuff. But he went red-white, and then he went back to white, and then went to white-green, which is the colors that is Naya, which is the plane he's from. However, because of this, Gideon became pretty much the only white planeswalker. We have this new these two new guys, this one apprentice and this fucking the Wanderer, but The shield bro is Dirtle, and the Wanderer is just like, what? What are you gonna do with this character?
I could tell you about Shield Hero. Shield Hero's good. People should watch Shield Hero.
Yes, people should watch Shield Hero.
Gideon. Oh.
Like, he still has a card in the set, but he's not living past his set.
No, he dies. That's the fuck.
He dies.
He dies. +2 target. During target opponent's next turn, creatures that that player controls attack Gideon if able. Ooh, fuck. Until the end of turn, Gideon becomes a 6/6 human soldier that is still a planeswalker. Prevent all damage. Oh my god. Destroy target tapped creature. Fuck.
Notice how he doesn't have his indestructible ability clause?
Yeah.
Like, because he completely passes that up to Liliana so they can win the battle.
Fuck. No. That's so... No. Fuck off.
Oh, I know. I'm like, there could have been a different way to winning this, but oh well. Oh, it's like... don't worry, there will be other white planeswalkers, maybe.
Signature Spellbook Gideon. Is that like one of the new things that's coming out?
Yeah, that's another little box set they can get. There was a Jace box set that came out as well. It was okay. There's still some money cards to have in there too. It has basically each box has a set amount of cards that are going to be you get to get in this box, and there's a special card that's randomized that could be super duper foiled. That it's one of the randomly one of the 6 in that box. So it could be the Planeswalker. It could be the Path of Exile in it. It could be this other thing.
Jeff is still complaining about people looting the raccoon.
Well,
yep.
It's easy,
Because everybody loves her, and I hate to break to you. Here's the rule of the internet. Rule 34. What is Rule 34?
If it exists in real life, then it exists as poem.
You fuck it.
Yeah. Let's look up the gender wage gap, Rule 34. Gender transformation, Rule 34. Well, that's not the wage gap, so I'm actually kind of upset by that. Well, that sucks. Yeah, that's
really?
Rule 34 for the gender wage gap. Oh well, guess it doesn't exist.
Yeah. What else do we want to talk about?
Josh.
Oh. The election happened.
No.
So.
No.
Are you guys complaining about how the results went, or are you guys complaining about the fact that it was just entirely?
Okay, let me put it like this.
How it happened.
Says something that the NDP have literally just won all of Edmonton, and the fact of the matter is that I didn't really care about them. They're the worst party ever. Both of the major parties that the people were pushing for were 2 of the worst parties. They were absolutely terrible. And, the fact of the matter is that, no matter what happened, I lost. I still get called a communist. I still get called a Nazi. It's great. Great. Josh, you're probably the least offensive of all of us. What do you think's going to happen to you?
I don't die. Hopefully I don't die. Yeah, that's what hopefully that happens. And I get a better job and I get paid well.
Yep, fair.
And finally get a career that I like.
Let's hope.
Well, you're going to.
And maybe get a wife.
Yeah.
Or waifu, depending how that happens.
You know what? The best thing that you could do would be, If you did this, it would make me really happy. Let's get an apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Shane has...
Thank you, Shane. Thank
lately,
you.
Shane has been concerned with my Shield Hero watching habits.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because I watch Shield Hero. And literally, to quote Shane, he posted this in his entire thing, and I'm just going to quote it. It concerns me that at No Fun Allowed is actively seeking out hentai, furry, and furry hentai shit, ironically. And I just sat there, and all I said was, shut up, Shane. And now he's like saying, Jeff once again has alerted me of his weave degeneracy, just as obsessed with hentai, clap, clap, clap.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, bud. Okay. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Fuck.
Oh.
Hold on, I got a cough.
I turn my face away from the mic so I can cough.
I just hit the mute button on my headphones. Fucking yeah, I got hit with a stupid cold. Started when I got my first day off, and I'm like, ah, shit. I'm slowly getting over it.
I have lately just been doing more and more crap as a part of this stupid class project that I have to do. Literally all yesterday I ended up making a terrible PowerPoint. And today I made a terrible. Did I mention terrible?
Mistake?
Not presentation. It's a terrible project right now. So I'm just working on that right now. And I'm almost done full. So you know what's going to happen, boys and girls, is that next podcast is going to be filled with depression and even more sadness. And then it's going to be filled with greatness. Such high greatness. I'm going to play video games.
Video
Yeah, I'm going
games.
to start playing video games on Thursday? Yeah, and once I'm done playing video games, guess what I'm going to do, Josh? Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to start playing Destiny again. Ugh.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah. Fuck off. I got so much content I got to go blow through, man.
Oh,
Me and Anthony,
enjoy that quote unquote content.
you know what? Me and Anthony are going to enjoy it so much. We're just going to be like, oh. And you know what? Maybe I'll get somebody in there, and I'll be like, yo, we're going to play Destiny. Do you want to play?
Yo, we're gonna play this game with like questionable content. You want to join
We're
in?
going to play this game. You want to join the server?
This game?
Do you want to join the server, bro? Shot, dude. Join the server,
This
bro.
game has This game has content.
Shot, dude.
Hey, what type of content? I don't know. It's content.
Shot, dude. You will love it.
God damn it! Can't even finish that jaw.
Shot, dude.
Freaking goddamn it!
Yeah. Shot, dude. Aren't you so happy, bro? Shut up, bro.
What do I want to talk about?
I don't know. Girls with horns are sexy.
Huh? What?
Sorta.
Just,
I mean, if they're drawn sexily.
Well, no,
they're
you
also
can.
really good for, like, you know, proving that demons exist.
No. Stop.
That is
Cease
what
and
I'm going
desist.
to say. Nobody's going to disagree with me. Ha! Suck it. Suck it, bros.
I've already disagreed with you though.
What?
I've already disagreed with you though by saying stop.
What's wrong with What's wrong with 2B? Or not 2B? 02.
Who?
02 from Dialing in the Franks. You know?
Again, I'm going to shrug my shoulders at that
I
because...
haven't watched that show yet.
No.
You're a wise...
But I think we're pretty much done.
You know
at this
what?
point. I don't think we have much else to talk about tonight.
59 minutes. Let's push a little bit harder.
What else do we have to talk about this week, though?
I don't know. Can we talk about how Skeletor jacked into He-Man's oatmeal?
Yes, I got really
What?
Oh, fuck.
What? I am so lost.
I can't believe I just said that nonchalantly. I was like, wait, that's kind of fucked.
Where? Everyone around. He's about to go for his morning run.
Oh, it's fucking Flash Gitz. Oh my god.
I love how they use action
Skeletor's
figures.
master stroke.
I love how they use action figures. It's so good.
Watch it, Allan. Watch it, Allan. Get down, get down. I wonder how they did the animation. Like, were they just moving it at the bottom? Oh, shit. Allan, are you watching it?
I am watching this. This is fucking funny.
What was I gonna... Oh yeah, I have to buy a new Shure headphones. Ooh, they dropped by $10. Ooh. What's going on here?
You're not gonna tell him, are you? Tell him,
Please
right?
don't demonetize us, YouTube. Oh my god, that's great.
Freaking their
Holy
last
shit,
video, like as soon as he put it up, he got demonetized.
Oh, yeah, like they literally like posted that video of the furries getting just murdered.
The furry one?
And I just got demonetized.
Yeah, I understand entirely why I got fucking demonetized so fast.
What? I do too, but I'm still sad.
Same.
Flash Gitz is the only company that I would actually donate money to on Patreon, because Patreon is a dumpster fire. But I love them still.
Fucking Flash Gitz, god damn it. That is actually just fucking great. I'm not even mad. I'm just wow. That's a 10 out of 10.
So they have Raveling, which is access to exclusive Special Boy production plugs, exclusive sneaky peeky of upcoming cartoon, or grudging respect on their Patreon. And then they have admission to monthly Patreon-only private stream, director's commentary, videos will be uploaded here, high loader Patreon, Discord role, and everything in tiers above. And above tiers. Well, yeah, I think that's a show. Allan, do you want to take us out?
No, I don't want to take us out because I don't know how they end it.
Fine, I'll take us out. I'll be the special one this time. Thank you for listening to Black Mind Podcast, episode 196? Fuck, I actually have to look. Josh.
I think we're on 196 or 197, one of the two.
Episode. We're on 196 now. So 196,
wow.
We're 4 away from magical number 200, and that's when the show basically started. So, like,
Ooh, very exciting. We have to make sure that Rory's on that one. And then on episode 300, it will be our Spartan cast. So everyone's going to be wearing like super Spartan outfits. Like actual Spartans, like from Halo.
What?
We're going to record like...
Yeah, I don't think anybody outside of me can afford that.
Allan, listen to me. Listen to me, brother, okay?
I'm not buying for everyone else.
No. Everyone has to buy their own headphones. And we're going to buy them, and then we got to plug them on our headphones, okay? Okay?
Okay.
You okay with that?
Okay.
Okay. As long as you're okay with it.
All right, I think that's a podcast, though.
Yeah, that's a podcast. Thank you for listening. You can listen to the You guys don't like me right now, do you?
No, I'm trying to figure out because like
I didn't get a good share because I don't know how to light a joint. I've never lit a joint before.
Or a cigarette. It's kind of the same idea.
Never smoked.
But I mean, you never witness someone smoking or go like, "Oh, that's how you do it."
Not in like 6 years.
Oh, it's a cream cheese. Okay, so that's what it is.
It's like that makes it even worse.
Yeah, we're talking about pizza right now, boys.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure this out because like.
Oh, and also the last part is that he
pops pops 3 olives into it.
Whole olives.
Somebody ordered that too, by the way.
Like fuck.
So Noah. So I went and complained to Noah.
About what? Jeff? God damn it, Jeff.
It's dead.
Give me a second.
Yeah. I need to give this to someone here in a bit.
The pizza?
How confidently he cuts that pizza with a paint scraper. Yeah, he cuts it with a paint scraper, by the way.
Gets better and better as you digest this video. Oh, fuck. Just like, again, you see it chop the pizza and it just slops everywhere. And you're like, what is this? Oh, freak.
I'm just trying to think, like, I know there's pizzas that have corn on it. I know there's pizzas that have a large amount of fucking cheese on it. I'm just trying to remember what they are.
I think at that point, you're just making a lasagna with bread. Like, frick.
You know that thing that when you... Go ahead.
You go ahead.
Go ahead.
You know that weird thing when your former stoner dad goes, like, hey, let's try some tomorrow. It's like, okay. Shit. How are you guys today?
I'm pretty good. Mm-hmm. I'm happy that I'm done with school. I might be working next week.
Might be working soon. I have like 1 more week left, and we just had our first European copyright victim.
What?
Yeah. We had, and that's actually really good Diva cosplay. I Won't Give You Up is, Never Gonna Give You Up is now blocked in European countries.
No. How else are they going to get that? By covers? I guess, at this point.
Could be worse. Could always be worse.
Although
Well,
I do
it will get worse.
Oh,
I do like Kirby's new copy ability.
mm-hmm. It's always going to get worse. By the way, Alan, I got another meme for you.
Go for it. Only German tick boy has no end. Yep.
Do we have a topic? Should we sync and start the show?
Yeah, we can talk about Notre Dame this week, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't worry, boy.
Oh, I never saw the
You'll be fine.
stained glass. I will never see Jonah Arc.
They're fine.
The glass is fine?
Yeah,
A lot of the glass is fine. There are 3 that are broken, but they're not. They're the most like some of the more recent ones, and they're not even badly damaged.
Yeah, it's odd because it's like, okay, the building got burnt because half of it's wood, but the wood is only gone.
Yeah, it's only the wood that's gone, and the only other problem might be the mortar, but they need to check that. So that's going to be like.
So if anything, the building's burnt, but it's like it might get a better renovation at this point.
Well, that's considering that's what was going on was, they were going to be doing renovations, so they pulled off all like the really important stuff. They pulled out like a lot of the Volt stuff, and that's what ended up like is like the big save there is that stuff. On top of that, considering what we know what the stained glass looks like because of a bunch of other old references and material that we have, like we can get by it. I don't think the Joan of Arc stained glass is broken.
Okay, so let me read this. Statues. Notre Dame was filled to the brim. Statues. Much of Andre's research photos for taking at least some of the bronze statues were removed from the cathedral last week, which were undergoing and are believed to be safe. All of this is good news, but the full extent of the damage can yet be known. There's a lot of things you can understand, you can see staying, but even more things you can't see because it is built so high.
Off.
Sculptures and statues built into the walls and pillars of ministries, many of them far towards the ceiling. Those works of art of which aren't easily visible from beyond below, include depiction of scenes of the Bible, gargoyles, and royal figures. It's unlikely the statues.
Yep.
Yeah, so those are gone. Stained glass. Fears the fire may have melted or otherwise destroyed the stain were eased, at least for rose windows. On Tuesday, Notre Heritage, all 3 had survived. So they're all fine. They may, however, have been damaged by the heat and will be assessed by an expert.
Yep.
Okay. The Great Organ. No, that's nothing like it. You're basically standing on the shoulders of giants. Even just by looking. But the deputy organ remained intact. Okay, so the bells are fine. Everything. So there's a lot of things that are fine. It's just that, like, okay, yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
I might study, and I might have a little bit of a topic about how I might have a topic that might be a little bit controversial, but I have to find one first.
He-Man's gonna go on his daily walks. We're gonna wait until he leaves.
Oh, we could talk about how we could talk about there was some topic that I wanted to talk about this weekend. Now I can't remember what it was. Damn it. Oh, by the way, that Josh, your source filmmaker animation was terrible. It was terrible. Terribly terrible. This is going to be one of those quiet shows, isn't it?
Yep. It's going to be a bit of a quiet show.
All right. Oh, yeah, PlayStation 5 got announced.
Yeah, they announced some things about it,
Okay.
and I'm highly skeptical because
Well,
I think
save it for
I'm
the show.
gonna. Yeah.
Save it for the show, please. And oh, did we talk about EA and Respawn's new game?
Huh?
Respawn's new game?
No.
Respawn Games is releasing a Star Wars game. That's single.
I did not know that.
Okay.
Oh, the
Fallen
Jedi Order?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's sync and then we'll talk about all of that stuff, okay?
Yep.
Okay. Sync in 3, 2, 1.